On the size of the piece that we're talking about, and I like to work what people consider fairly large for watercolor. So I'd say 4 months is about the shortest it's taken me to do a piece that's about 3 feet by 4 feet or more, 36 by 51, and I was really rushing on a deadline for that. But I do work on more than one thing at a time, so it's hard to say that. Such as watercolor, to paint a transparent subject. You get better color clarity, just a richer, brighter, more saturated color that way. And so when I work in oil painting, I use a lot of transparent technique. It is the drama in the piece, the light and the shadow, and so you could have softness to portray a soft feeling or mood, but a strong light and shadow contrast to get a real sense of drama in the piece. And the same thing with the color. You can use really hard, really dramatic color contrasts to create the same kind of psychological mood. Mm-hmm. Or the reverse, to create the sort of sense of softness. I noticed that when I was working with darker backgrounds, that they did have a very sort of somber, moody atmosphere to them, to the point where a friend of mine said, he was really worried about me. But the environment plays an interesting has an interesting influence on painters and how they use light and shadow and color. And here in the Southwest, you see a lot of other artists who work the same way, with the strong sculptural light and shadow, the interesting contrast between oranges and purple, that reflected in the artwork of particularly landscapes for people there. I hope to pull the viewer into the work, to have them sort of start to explore the color, the surface quality, look at it more in depth, maybe see some of the abstraction and that is going on beyond the outward image of a real object. You travel into the painting. I would like people to do that, just to not just take it on the outward or the outer image, but to really look at it and travel in through the painting, look through the surface and go back through the objects. I'm always thinking of other ideas, and I always see things that I want to try in terms of new techniques, new media, new ideas. And there's never enough time to try everything I want to do. But, I'm always keep coming up with ideas. It's really, we have to understand that technology plays a role in art, as even if it's just a tool for the artist to use to help them in terms of painting. It always has. Da Vinci was had a great interest in technology, and I often wondered what he would do if he were here today. He'd be using the computers and the cameras, and he would be having a blast doing artwork today.